either of them because I'm too big of a shithead. Sorry, and I keep forgetting to welcome everybody. Chris. Hi, Fab Days. How are you doing? Bibbs is going to Vegas. We don't hear. She can hear. Well, maybe I should pay more attention to see if people hear. Yeah, my console froze up for a bit there. Probably the Jews and my microphone. Hey, Aaron, I can hear. Asian relief points, yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry. There's a lot of shady massage parlors scattered throughout, and for the right price, let's just say you can get what you want. I know this from friends there, but we'll see what happens. You can leave Todd Morrison Desert out in the desert. You can get flights and room packages hella cheap. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, especially here. I think they definitely like to get people there because they don't make most of their money by the hotels. They make most of their money when you're out there gambling, and if you're not gambling, you're at the bar, which bar drinks are usually quite expensive. Like the bar drinks there are essentially the same prices I pay here at titty bars for drinks. So they get you either way, or you're at the gift shop, or you're buying the overpriced buffets and restaurants. That's another thing is, assuming I'm going to drive, which I think I am, I'm going to bring up a cooler full of probably hard liquor and some maybe meats and bread, I don't know, just for sandwiches and hard alcohols, maybe a few beers, because that's another thing is people don't talk about is the food. It's pretty pricey there. So another thing about prices is I would say plan on bringing at least $200 a day. To be honest, that covers your food, that should cover alcohol and whatever else, taxi cabs, because unless Stabby decides to do the right thing and come up there and, be a proper taxi cab person, then we'll see. Let's see what else here is. Yeah, I want to play Stabby against Conspiracies, the game. Yeah. Stabby, I know you're hell-bent on not coming, but you should at least stop by and say hi to everybody. It would be fucking hilarious. Because Barco decided he's going to make Band Stabby t-shirts. And I was actually the first person that won a Band Stabby t-shirt. And there's a lot of irony behind me winning a Band Stabby t-shirt. I'm not saying why, but if you get the joke, you'll get the joke. Actually, fuck it, I'll ruin it. It's because I've been quite successful in persuading various people to get a band. And, usually... Stabby, you shouldn't really blame that on me. I mean, that's usually the host. I mean, if they're like that, that's on them. I mean, I'll just keep it there then. I'll see. Fab said so. You can win body down then. I don't know what the fuck. It's pretty close. It's not out of the question. I don't feel that way, Stabby, at all, and he disagrees with me on a lot of stuff. He's probably more scared you'll try to finger bang him, Apocalypse. I don't know. Like, Stabby is, I don't know, too Mexican for me, to be honest. I'm not trying to be prejudiced or bigoted or racist, but he is definitely a Hispanic, and those people scare the fuck out of me. Not gonna lie. Staggy. Fuck. Why am I doing a show? Wow, someone asked how I'm doing. Good. Fab asked how I'm doing. I'm doing pretty good. Everything's in order. So margaritas by the yard is what Stabby said. Yeah. Another time, the last time I was there, I also played volleyball. What casino was that? Maybe it was Treasure Island, or might have been MGM, because fuck, I don't know. I'll tell you guys this though. Last time I was there, I got and I've said this elsewhere, so sorry for being repetitive, but I got a plastic guitar, and it was filled with jungle juice, and we added an extra shot of Everclear to it. It was like a double Everclear jungle juice, so you can imagine that. And I think I shared it with two other people. Whatever. I think it was like $30 for this little guitar filled with. It was a cool souvenir too. I mean, you could totally take it home, and I did. I think it got lost after a while, but yeah. And then we were in the Bellagio, right? Me and a few buddies, and this was like I think 10 a.m. and we woke up and started drinking because that's how we fucking roll. And they're doing some construction on some floor in the Bellagio, and we walked up in there and we were just pretending to be like supervisors. We were sitting around pointing at places like, "Come on, get to work!" And there's construction workers, and then casino security came up, and we basically got kicked out. Then we tried to sneak into the Bellagio pool, and security was right there the whole time. Apparently they had that shit on lockdown. They don't like to be fucked with, so we kind of fucked off and went somewhere else. One bad thing about day drinking, or we sometimes call it the re-drunk, is where you wake up and you start drinking. Sometimes when you start doing that, you tend to take naps. Like if you start off strong when you wake right up, a lot of times you're still drunk, so you just continue that on, and generally after a few hours you're gonna be passed right the fuck out. You'll definitely need it because when you wake up, it's time to start the drink on again. So Stabby says I'm far from too Mexican. I usually tell people I'm Mexican. Yeah, because Stabby likes to pretend like, oh yeah, he likes to show these really he's more Spanish. Like a lot of Mexicans are very self-hating, so they're like, oh yeah, I'm not Mexican, I'm Spanish. I'm old colonial Spanish. No, definitely not. And then it's like, okay, buddy, yeah, me too. So I don't know, Fabs, I don't know exactly the shirt details. I just assumed it was just a standard t-shirt. And margaritas at the casino all day and night. Stabby is saying, how is an 8-hour drive through the darkest desert a stop by? I don't know. Why are you being such a bitch, Stabby? Come on. You can fly. I imagine there must be, or at least tell me there's a train ride from Reno to Vegas, because I mean that would be a perfect, because there's, outside of the major cities, Nevada's kind of like Arizona that way, in that most of people, it's very urban, so most of the people are around the major cities, and then there's fuck all else. So I imagine Reno to Vegas, and Vegas I think is 500,000 people. Reno, I believe, and I could be wrong, Stabby, I'm taking a shot in the park, I think it's 150,000 people in Reno. And then oftentimes I would stop by at Laughlin, which is the poor man's Vegas. That's like a 3.5-hour drive from Phoenix there, and it's kind of like a shittier version of Vegas. It's even hotter, and they have this little boat ride that's very, like, the water's straight, like, polluted and green and nasty, and oh man, it is awful. If you're gonna go to Nevada, just go to Vegas. Skip Reno, skip Laughlin, and I don't know if there's any other gambling mini towns that compete with Vegas, but skip all that shit and just go to Vegas and have fun, Let's see here. Stabby's shirt is just gonna be, I wonder, is it tacky for someone to wear their own band Stabby shirt? Because what I hope happens at Vegas is a lot of us get those band Stabby shirts and we all wear it and take a picture, and that'll be fucking hilarious. I like the Wynn or Venetian and Palazzo. Yeah, he won't be able to walk well in a onesie. Yeah, I've made it a point to try to go to different casinos, just to explore. Really, I think the worst one I thought was probably the Excalibur. That seemed kind of like the clearance or the shithole. And another thing, you don't have to stay at a casino there. You can stay probably, and I've stayed at some sort of like apartment-like place. It was super cheap. It was some sort of like Paki or Arab or some sort of brown person, and it was super cheap, and it was like, I want to say maybe 2 miles away from the strip. There's quite a few places, so if you're looking for deals, go there. And there's another site I want everybody that's going to Vegas to look up. It's called Polestar.com. And this talks about all the different shows, because in case people don't realize, Vegas, there is a lot more to do besides gambling. Like, I'm actually not a big gambler. I'll do it a little bit, but that's it, because I'm terrible at it. I always fucking lose. I've never, even at the casinos around here, like Talking Stick Casino, which is like the Vegas of Arizona. And it's really close. It has lots of restaurants, lots of stuff to do there, lots of drinks. And I just can't fucking win. I've went to the worst casinos here. Oh man, I've tried 10 different times and I've always lost. It's just, so the way I see it is I'll go into a casino maybe with $50 and that's that. I'm not going to waste all my money on that. I'm fucking awful. Oh, is that Mr. Rick? I will buy the first round of potato massages, Aaron. Oh, prostate. I don't need much food. I'll just gamble all night and day. Yeah. Reno's closer to San Jose, but Goofy totally disses us. What the fuck? Okay, we do suck. Yeah, Stabby. I've seen Reno 911. I know all about fucking Reno. Rick, behave. Gooch waxings are on your tab, though. No lap dance. Rick is going. I don't give a fuck what happens. Rick, I don't care if you get divorced. You're fucking going. I don't care if you lose your job. You're fucking going. Because you can always get a job in Vegas. There's lots of jobs there. People don't realize that. All those casinos, I mean, they're packed. You can make good money. Well, I think. So, yeah. We're all going to Vegas the 1st through the 5th of October. There was some sort of gaming convention. I think it was the 29th through the 1st. So September 29th through October 1st. So, and it looked like there's going to be 17,000 attendees, but all those people are going to be gone. So a lot of those rooms should just fill up open and all that. So it should be kind of fun. The Friday is the 2nd, and all those people are going to be gone October 1st. Yes, there's shows, dinner, shopping, but when people go, don't gamble, then don't go. Huh. Goddamn right. I'll marry a car dealer. Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of opportunity there. Rick gets married every 7 years on average. Yeah, I mean, Rick is actually a really smart man in that regard because, you know, he's told me privately that women, they expire basically once they hit the ripe age of 28. And so he just kind of repeats every so often. I mean, it was a terrible thing he told me, but, you know, that's his opinion, and he has a right to it. I mean, this is America, baby. This ain't, yo, fucking Maoist China. You know, not yet. Not unless Stabby has his fucking way. Also, let's see here. There was a chat that got deleted and call that got deleted between me, Barco, and Desert. And it was said quite clearly that Barco is actually pursuing love with Desert Rose. I repeat, Barco is actually pursuing her. So if you are Todd Morris, better get on that. And if you do have a crush on Desert, please note that she wasn't exactly saying no, but she wasn't saying yes to Barco's advances. She seemed more like neutral, like, well, you gotta work for it, you know. So if you are a lover of Desert Rose, you better get on that, dude, because although Barco is dating a 21-year-old Kid Rocker, they have Kid Rock lyrics on their arm, so that's not someone who's long-term. That's not someone who you can really trust. If they get a shitty band on their arm, their lyrics, I mean, that's just awful. That's why I like people who have a ton of tattoos. It just shows, you know, you can kind of read them. Because what that means is just them showing themselves on their sleeves, and you can just kind of judge real quick. So, should be interesting. Vegas should be interesting. Let's see. So I'm hoping maybe Desert can find some